the number one thing is if you're not growing, you're shrinking. Okay. You're either gaining market share or you're losing market share. There's no in between. There's no riding the fence 50-50. And so our mission is to continue to grow sales.
You're the Yoda of the distribution chain in this room. I am the Padawan. I know very little about the distribution network. I know a little bit here and there, but you spent years in it. So we've got a great service center program. And I'd like to hear your thoughts on some of the benefits a distributor and the outside sales rep will see when they have a shop who is wholly engaged in the program.
That's easy. The number one with a wholesale distributor, auto parts, it could be any business. The number one thing is if you're not growing, you're shrinking. Okay. You're either gaining market share or you're losing market share. There's no in between. There's no riding the fence 50-50. And so our mission is to continue to grow sales. Distribution, I mean, the reason our warehouse distributors are spending millions and millions and millions of dollars on location, on furniture, fixtures, equipment, parts, we're talking millions of dollars in parts, is so that we've got the part there so we can get it off the shelf. So now the job for the sales team is continue to be out there through communication, educate to our customers, which is the independent repair center. We sell to the big boxes as well, the chain stores and all those kinds of things. So, it's the professional installer that we sell to. That's the easiest way to put it. So ultimately, our customer and the person that we sell to is the professional that is fixing cars every single day, just diagnosing, figuring out what's going on. This is their life, their world, their job. So with that being said, how do we move our product? And it's through education. It's through communication. We're communicating what we have. We're communicating and educating why a specific product or widget is the right widget for this vehicle they're working on or for them going forward. So perfect example, brakes. The name brand in brakes 20 years ago changed. And about every 10 years, oh, I can only put on the ABC brand. That's the only thing that works. 10 years later, it becomes the DEF brand. And 10 years later, it just keeps moving on. And that's because companies and business change. So we have to continue to promote that out there. It's no different than our service center program. We've got to continue to promote that, find the need. Ultimately, it comes down to added revenue. When we have a specific brand, a specific widget that is of desired effect out there at the service centers, we got to let them know we've got it. And then they're going to be calling us. Our whole mission is, you call me before you call anybody else. Same thing with the service center program. Is there competitors that have some form of a service center program? Absolutely. How do we make sure ours has the best components? And then how do we make sure that we relay that information out? So the knowledge first, then the communication and really a third piece is the sincerity. When we're talking to our customers, they can tell if you're sincere or not. And having that sincerity, it goes a long way. The last thing I want to be labeled as is, oh, there's another sales guy. Oh my gosh, here we go. How quick can I get rid of them? All those little things we've talked about on other episodes.
Right,
But
right.
it's ultimately, if we grow sales, we're growing revenue, our whole world turns.